just got the bus from Caribbean Beach to Animal Kingdom. So just about to go through security. We've ordered some food on the way over here for collections. That's really handy, so we're going to get in and be able to go eat straight away. So that's fab.
It's been a bit stormy this morning, hasn't it, already?
Yeah.
So the Skyliner and things weren't running for other resorts and put buses on after the Hollywood Studios and Epcot. But
it's good how they managed.
Animal Kingdom's a bus anyway, isn't it? So.
It's good how they managed to organise that so quickly. Like, we weren't waiting too long for the Animal Kingdom bus, but while we were there, like 2 came for Epcot, and they don't normally have service running for Epcot. They're normally obviously on Skyliner from our resort, so it's good how they organise it so quickly. We're just at Flame Tree Barbecue picking up food for Dave and Thomas. It's real good use of your quick serve dining plan here, isn't it? They're having like a mixed meat platter, should be $18.99. So yeah, so getting it on the dining plan works out really good value.
Plus a cider with whiskey in it or some sort of cocktail.
Yeah, some cocktail. And I'm getting my drink here with Thomas's meal because it looked really nice. And then Amelia and I are eating at Pizza Safari. We're getting a chicken pasta dish and got Amelia and Thomas's drinks with those. So we're going to collect these from Flame Tree Barbecue, head over to Pizza Safari, collect the food there, and then eat in there because they've got some indoor seating with aircon, which would be nice. And we didn't beat the rain before we got here, so it's good timing to be indoors, and probably good job that we actually ordered because all the eating places will be getting quite busy with the weather coming. Enjoyed our lunch, didn't we?
Yeah, really good.
All 4 of us really enjoyed what we got, and it worked out well getting them from different places than just eating together. You and Thomas loved yours, didn't you?
Yeah, it's great. Ribs and chicken, pulled pork.
Yeah,
it was good. And the barbecue beans were amazing. They were the best bit on the plate.
And Amelia and I are not into smoked meat, so we really enjoyed our pasta. And it looked even better than on the picture. It was presented much nicer, and it was really tasty. So it was really good, and it was nice being inside in the aircon. It was really big, actually, loads of seating.
Yeah.
So it's a handy place to be. But yeah, I'd done the research, and apparently the pasta's probably the best thing you can get at Pizza Safari. The pizzas, I've heard some mixed reviews on, but I've not actually tried them, so can't really say for sure, but the pasta was really good anyway. And then Dinosaur had a short wait time, so we headed over to do that, didn't we? Yeah. So that was good.
Possibly our last time doing it, isn't it? Before it gets rethemed for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but that'll work really well with it as well, won't it? So it'll still be really good, yeah.
We've done the one in California, haven't we?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones California is really good.
Yeah.
So it'll be really good when this is done.
Yeah, so it's nice it was still open while we were here.
Yeah, it'd be good to see if they do it the same or if they make any differences.
Yeah.
Changes to the California one, so.
Yeah. And now we're heading over to Asia area. And we're going to ride the Yeti ride, as I always call it. Everest? Expedition Everest. rode Everest, Expedition Everest, which was really good. It's bacon again. Just don't get used to it. So we've got a drink to cool us down using our snack credits. I've got a mango refresher or something.
Mango peach refresher?
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
Mango and oat milk?
Yeah, it says it's like a fruity mixture with a splash of oat milk. I thought, oh, is it going to be a little bit of a strange combination? But actually, it is lovely and really, really refreshing. And you've got a cold brew coffee, haven't you? What flavour?
Pumpkin patch cold brew. It's basically cold brew coffee with pumpkin and cinnamon cream on top. Really good.
Yeah. So this is going to rehydrate us in this boiling heat, and we're going to head down to Marharajah Jungle Trek, have a look around, see the animals, and then possibly go on the safari. So we're going to check what the wait times are like. So this is going to keep us cool on our walk around the jungle trek.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Me craving more. Eyes meet, worlds colors collide with you. Love's where I reside. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Even in sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Me craving more. Eyes meet, worlds colors collide with you. Love's where I reside. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Even in
Marharajah Jungle Trek was really good. It was nice and shaded. We had our drinks to cool us down, so it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good.
And then we decided to cool down a little more and went on the rapids, which had quite a long queue, unfortunately, but it was really fun. It definitely cooled us down. You two got soaked, didn't you?
Absolutely drenched. Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah.
And
posted at 35 minutes, wasn't it? I think it was more, nearly 50.
yeah,
A lot of lightning winds coming through.
yeah. I think a lot of people must have been heading there to try and cool down. So I think it was good. It got quite big, didn't it? And queue while we were in it. So yeah, we're gonna go head over to the safari now. See what the animals are up to. Different time of day to when we last did it. So we'll see if we see many different animals.
My name's Elizabeth and I'll be your safari guide today. We're going to be heading out on the reserve in just a moment to start our journeys. I have a couple of important rules to talk about as we get going. For your safety and the safety of the animals, we need to make sure we're all going to be staying fully seated, keeping our hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. For any little ones on board, they can be seated in the lap for a better view as long as they stay fully seated in that one lap and one lap only throughout the whole safari. It does get pretty bouncy out on these roads. We're now on our first stop in the Little Waturi Forest. It's the most densely forested area of the reserve, also home to some of the shyest residents. A lot of the animals here have great methods of natural camouflage to help them blend in with their surroundings, kind of like the okapi over on the right. The okapi do look a bit like zebras since they've got their nice striped pants on, but they're actually one of the closest and only known relatives of the giraffe, but not the zebra. The okapi have the black and white stripes on their fur to help them blend in with the sunlight and the shadows you'll find on the rainforests where they make their homes. Also on the right is that saddle-billed stork, the black and white bird sitting by the hedges. They get their name from the big yellow shape at the top of their bill. It kind of looks like the seat of a saddle. Over on our right-hand side, we'll have a couple of these tan antelope with the white stripes and no horns. These are the greater kudu. You know, these are female kudu, so only the males have horns. Females are also a bit more social. The males are predominantly solitary. And then coming up on our left, we'll have the copper-colored antelope here, the bongo. Now, bongo are one of the shortest and heaviest forest antelope in Africa, weighing in at up to 800 pounds, very short and stout. It helps them to hide in the underbrush and not be seen by any predators. Heading out of the savannah, out of the forest, to make our way up and over to our next stop in the Safi River Valley. A lot of the animals in the valley love to hang out in and around the water, but Safi does mean clear, so we're to keep a close eye out for anyone who might be below the surface as you pass through. First up, we've got lots of pink-backed pelicans over on the right. The pelicans will use that massive pouch below their bill, just like a net, so they can scoop fish up in that pouch, squeeze the water out, and then swallow those fish whole. It's a great mental image for you. Pinkbacks are also what are known as colonial nesters, nesting in groups of between 20 and 500 pairs, which is so many pelicans all in one place. We've also got lots of hippos on our left-hand side. Nile hippos are one of the top 3 largest land animals, weighing in at over 5,000 pounds. They do outweigh most small cars. Now, hippos do spend their whole daytime hours, or honestly most of their lives, underwater. It's because they have very sensitive skin that's prone to sunburn. They also overheat easily in the afternoon sun. Staying underwater just helps to combat both of those issues. Now, to help out with hanging out underwater, hippos do mostly get around by walking along the bottom of the river rather than swimming. They can hold their breath for around 5 minutes at a time to accommodate for being underwater so much. It's also why they've got their ears, eyes, and their noses all at the very top of their head, so that when they peek out to take a breath every 5 minutes, they can see, hear, and smell the world around them all at once. We've also got a Nile crocodile on our left. They are the largest crocodilian in Africa. They're also one of the largest in the world. They reach lengths of around 16 feet. They can also weigh in at over 500 pounds. To go along with that, they've got an incredibly strong bite force that comes from their upper jaw and allows them to bite through the bones of their prey. Now the prey of a Nile crocodile may be as small as the fish you'll find swimming in the river with them, or as big as a large mammal who might make their way up to the water to try to get a drink. They are very opportunistic predators, which is a fantastic survival skill. Our next stop is going to be on the savannah. We'll be looking for lots of migratory species here. Resources on the savannas can get pretty scarce, especially during times of drought. Rain might not fall for weeks or months at a time. But some of the world's largest land migrations also take place on the savannah. So we'll keep a close eye out, see where everyone's going to be hanging out, and then we'll talk about the animals we see once we are close enough for a better look, just for the sake of clarity. Over on our right hand side, we've got these massive red and white cattle with even bigger horns. These are the Ankole cattle. Ankole cattle are one of the only 2 domesticated species on the reserve, and the name for them is the Watusi cattle. So they're first kept by the Watusi tribe. Hanging out over in this corner on our left, there are 2 of these very large beige antelope. One of them is readily visible right here. The other one is through the brush. You'll see her up on that little hill right there. These are the eland. Eland are one of the world's largest species of antelope. They reach heights of around 6 feet tall at the shoulder. They can also weigh in at over 2,000 pounds. That does put them in the same weight class as a giraffe, which is pretty impressive. And then you've got African painted dogs on our left. African painted dogs are a very social wild dog. They've never been domesticated. You'll find them in groups of around 5 to 15 on average. They're also one of the most successful hunters in Africa, beating out cheetahs and lions, because they'll hunt their prey as a pack and chase them until they drop from exhaustion. So they're very successful, very cooperative predators to find in the savannah. Speaking of beating cheetahs and lions, over on our left we've got the sable antelope. They're behind some of that brush with those very long curved horns. The sables are the emblem for the reserve we are on right now. They are kind of like a celebrity around here. They're one of the few species of antelope known for defending themselves against predators rather than fleeing. It's been quite what they'll use those massive rear-facing horns for. Not only do they stand their ground against predators, they're also very territorial antelope as well. They're not afraid to charge at anybody that they view as a threat to them. Or they will also get down on their knees and then flip their heads forward and use their horns almost like they are jousting or sword fighting, which is really, really interesting to see. Bottom line is, sables don't take any grief from anybody. Wildebeest hanging out over on our right hand side. They're part of one of the world's largest land migrations. They'll migrate in herds of up to 1.5 million. That does make them one of the most densely populated animals on this planet, behind us as humans. You're not really going to find wildebeest living in herds of 1.5 million all year round. Those supergroups are for migratory purposes only, but there is safety in numbers, especially for animals like wildebeest, and especially on those very long journeys. We're also going to have giraffes here on our left. They're kind of scattered around, including our friend right here is going to be pretty close to the road.
Oh, look at that!
tallest land animals. When they are first born, they start at about 6 feet tall. They can mature to reach heights anywhere between 13 and 18 feet at the highest end of their average. Either way, they are very tall animals. They love to eat all day and all night. They're very big snackers. And they actually help to encourage a new growth in trees all across the savanna just by eating from them constantly, which is pretty neat. Very, very important part of keeping up with their own ecosystem. But it is very effective for getting their seafood dinner. We're over on the second half of the savanna now. Things are much shadier here. Got a mud wallow on the left. Pretty good indicator there might be rhinos around here somewhere. Both elephants and rhinos have very thick but very sensitive skin, so for that mud is pretty much an all-in-one skincare routine. Hence them always being covered in it when we see them. So keep an eye out for those rhinos. They might still be around here somewhere. Cheetahs hanging out over on our left-hand side. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They've got a top speed of between 60 and 70 miles an hour. They're more like a sprinter than a marathon runner, though, because they can only maintain that speed for about a quarter mile. It does make stalking their prey a very important part of their hunting process. They're also one of the few predators in Africa who prefer to hunt during the day rather than at night. It's why they've got black fur around their eyes. It just helps to absorb the sun and keep the glare out of their vision. We've also got a white rhino on our left and right. That one just popped out of the bush. There's one behind us. My goodness. White rhinos are the largest and most social of the 5 different species of rhino. They mature to weigh around 5,000 pounds, and they make their homes on the savanna with their families. That's why they have a very, very wide, squared-off jaw to graze from all the grasses out here, just like giant lawnmowers. But they will jump in to avoid predators, which is pretty smart. It's also a fantastic survival skill. Circling back to the cheetahs for just one second. One of the biggest threats that a lot of the wildlife we were seeing out on the reserve today, and wildlife around the world, faces is human-wildlife conflict just due to habitat encroachment of living in those closer quarters of these animals. So that actually really helps out with protecting predators like cheetahs, lions, or painted dogs, is providing livestock guardian dogs to farmers free of charge in those higher conflict areas. When these really large breed livestock guardian dogs hear a predator rustling around in the bushes, they start barking. It destroys them on a surprise for those predators. It keeps them away from those farmers' properties. It keeps the predators safe, keeps the livestock safe, but also keeps the farmers safe, and just stops the conflict before it even starts. And it's proven to be almost 100% effective in those high conflict areas. And it's kind of like the dogs say to the cats of those cheetahs, which is pretty neat. Also, in another conservation superhero on the left, speaking of livestock, here are the Nigerian dwarf goats. They're a smaller domesticated goat commonly kept as pets and livestock. Not only are they very adorable and very entertaining, but they're also very important. Their milk can be sold for a very high profit, as it's said to taste very sweet. The sale of that milk helps stimulate the economy in rural villages in Africa. It also helps to encourage those villagers to keep their business focused on domesticated animals rather than wild animals. That's why the little conservation superheroes. And that was the last stop for our safari, which is mean it's time to head back to the village to continue your adventure. There's still plenty more animals to see around the park. You can check out the Gorilla Falls Trail by our exit, or technically the Marharajah Jungle Trek over in Asia, but they do close at 6, so I don't think you'd have time to make it over there. But definitely you can make it to Gorilla Falls, though it is right by our exit. These are both self-guided walking trails. They're fully accessible for strollers and wheelchairs. You can spend as long as you want on these trails admiring the animals and also learning about them with the help of my friends in green and the Wilderness Explorers who lead along your journey. If I have any Wilderness Explorers on board right now who still need their safari badge, you put on the SIPA1. That's the name of this truck, and also your code word to get your badge on your way back to the village. I would also encourage you to find a favorite animal you see around the park and learn as much as you can about them while you're visiting us, and also after you head home today. When it comes to wildlife conservation, knowledge really is power. The more we know about these animals, the more we care. And the more we care, the more we want to protect them, which is the ultimate goal. If you do have any questions, I would be happy to answer those once we get back up to the dock up ahead. My window is always open. And again, those trails both close at 6, so just being realistic, you probably aren't going to make it over to Asia to go to Marharajah, but you could definitely make it to Gorilla Falls in that time. And once you're in the trail, you're good. You can walk through, see those animals, then head out when you're ready. There's other animals to see around the rest of the park as well. You can see them on your way out even after 6 o'clock. We don't say goodbye in Harambe, instead we say Kwaherini, which means goodbye, or to go well in Swahili. And that's it, we're dropping you off here. It's going to be Kwaherini, everyone. Asante sana. Thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure having you on board.
Not playing with the otters? Nope.
The safari ride was fab. We really enjoyed it, didn't we?
Yeah, really good.
The
animals.
Yeah, the rhinos were really close. So yeah, it was really good. The elephant was hiding today, but we saw lots of other things, didn't we? So it was really good. And the drivers were always really informative and tell you lots about it, which really adds to it. So that was good. And it's gone 6 now, so the park is closed. We're going to go get a bus, head over to Animal Kingdom Lodge for some food and check out another resort. we'll get on a couple of rides because it's 10 o'clock closed tonight here. I think that's probably with it being party tonight at Magic Kingdom. So yeah, we've got just over an hour to get some rides done and just to make the most of our time here. We've only got a few nights left, so yeah, we've had a lovely long time here, but it's still, now that it's getting towards the end, we feel like, oh no, we're running out of time, so we just want to make the most of it. So we thought, why not? We've had a lovely day. Our meal at the Mara was delicious. It's really, really nice. I had the beef stew, and Dave had the combination bowl that was chicken and shrimp. He really enjoyed that as well. We both really, really enjoyed it. Amelia and Thomas enjoyed theirs. And it's just, yeah, it's nice to go somewhere different. You get a few different options. Going to some of the resort quick serves. So yeah, it was really lovely. Really enjoyed it. And so yeah, we're making a really full day of it now and at Hollywood Studios. So we'll go decide what ride we want to do first. So Amelia and Thomas have just got these popcorn buckets. These are really good, so you can get them refilled. Is it for like $2?
$2 for each refill.
When you buy them, they come full of popcorn.
Yay!
And then you can just bring the container back to any of the popcorn vendors and get a refill for $2. So it works out, if you use it lots, it kind of works out good value.
Because you can use them in any of the Disney parks, so it's very good.
You'll have to carry it around with you, so it depends if you find it.
But it's
a pain
it's
carrying
got
it
a
around.
strap, so it's very
but it has got a strap, and Disney rides are quite good. You can normally just put any kind of like bags and bits and bobs on the floor. You don't normally have to leave them off the ride, so there's normally somewhere safer to keep them just within the ride. So we're going to go on Star Tours. It's a nice short wait. Quite a lot of the other rides have got long waits actually still, haven't they? We thought it'd be quietening down a bit with the time. We thought,
so
we thought a lot of people are being Fantasmic.
Slinky's just got up to 80 minutes.
Yeah, blimey.
You can justify that.
So possibly with it being a party night at Magic Kingdom, it's maybe meant the other park's a bit busier today. But not to worry, we'll sure go on Star Tours and then see what other rides are at. So we've just done Star Tours, which is good. Had a little screen malfunction, so we had to switch pods.
Switch our rides.
So it just took a little bit longer than normal, but not to worry. We're now heading over to Tower of Terror. Fantasmic has just finished.
Got against the tide, aren't we?
Yeah. So it's a little bit crazy, but hopefully Tower of Terror will still be a reasonable wait time. Most people I think are heading home, so that's good.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I forgot. I've worked here for 3 years. I forgot. What in the hecky?
Looks really pretty at night time with all the lights and everywhere. So we're just leaving Hollywood Studios, just rode Tower of Terror, which is really good, wasn't it?
It was a really good one, wasn't it?
Yeah. We got like an extra little up and down, didn't we?
Yeah, just as we thought it was finishing, like rattles a bit, didn't it? And then it just shot us up.
Yeah,
all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom again.
It's so good. So I don't know if you just do that now and again just to throw you, like for people who've ridden it before. But yeah, it was really good. And still busy everywhere. There's another Fantasmic show at 10:30, even though the park officially closes at 10. So, but Fantasmic's on at 10:30. So yeah, a lot of people are leaving now.
20 past 10.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a really good day again. Just gonna get the Skyliner back to the hotel, nice and handy. We've just got back to our resort, back to Caribbean Beach. Skyliner was just perfect again, wasn't it?
Yeah, a couple of minutes wait, nothing major was it at all?
No. So we're just gonna go fill up our resort mugs So so handy, really, really good. And go to bed. What time are we on? 11:45. So we've had a really good day again.
Yeah.
We've seen some lovely resorts so far while we've been here. But I think we'd really struggle to be without the Skyliner. We just love it, don't we?
Yeah.
It's just such a perk of this hotel. We love it.
Yeah.
So
Animal Kingdom Lodge was nice earlier, wasn't it?
yeah, really nice. But if you stay at Animal Kingdom, you just have the bus transport, which is still fine. You know, the buses are regular, and it's a gorgeous resort, so I'm sure we wouldn't complain if we were there.
Food was gorgeous as well.
Oh gosh, it really, really was, wasn't it? Yeah, beautiful. So yes, we've had another really good day, and we'll hopefully see you next week. We're going to Typhoon Lagoon tomorrow, aren't we? So that'll be good. So bye for now, and we hope you find some calm in the chaos this week. Bye.
Bye.